Okay, we're going to keep this going. I had somebody interrupt me and I'm not starting this video over, so let's keep rolling. So we have a difference of 34 kids, so now this year our goal total is $4,095. That's just the baseline. That's what we're shooting for. Let's look at collecting and earning money. All students will receive this letter, a money collection form, and a money folder. You have all three things in your hand right now. Students must keep diligent track of how money is collected and turn in the money collection form when money is turned in. You can get a new money collection form as often as you need. Money is kept locked away safely each day, and monies raised will be documented on classroom graph. Do you see the graph on the wall? It's awesome. Find your class, and we're going to start filling it up as money comes in. Final results will be discovered by Monday, December 5th at 5 p.m. All checks written to Celeste Ditter, not CMS. Checks that are written to CMS have to go through the administration office to be cashed, and sometimes that takes from 2 days up to 14 days. And we don't have that kind of time to wait for the checks to be cashed when we need to be shopping with them on December 5th. So if you write your checks to me or tell people that are donating to write their checks to me, then I can go to the bank and cash it and bring that money back the same day, put it in your money collection for your class. So please make sure checks are not written to CMS. Let's keep reading. The shopping spree is Monday, December 5th. Students and parents are strongly encouraged to join us in shopping for the gifts that we buy for the children at the Holiday Spirit Co-op. Please come with a parent or a guardian to Walmart on Monday, December 5th at 5:45 p.m. to begin shopping. Parents are crucial to this shopping spree being timely and effective. Let's look at the celebration. Tuesday, December 20th. If we reach our goal of $4,095, everybody look at me. The goal of $4,095 is the baseline. If we don't reach that, then we do not do what I'm about to tell you. Are you with me? Okay, let's keep reading. If we reach that, we plan to celebrate by playing Ultimate Pie Questions, students versus teachers. Students to participate in the challenge will be selected at random from each class, along with the top 5 overall highest givers. This will take place on Tuesday, December 20th, after school in the gym. Let's talk about that game. So this is what that game will look like. You guys as a class will vote on an adult that you want to play against in the game, and then one of you will be randomly chosen to play against that teacher. So let's say that you guys vote on Mr. Darvo to be your teacher that you play against, and we are going to see who's competing against Mr. Darvo, and I go to the hat that has your class name in it, and I pull out Jocelyn. So Jocelyn gets to come up and play against Mr. Darvo. Now, Jocelyn will have a chair, Darvo will have a chair, and then here's how you play. We will ask each one of them trivia questions, like academic trivia questions. So it might be about geography or math or science or music or art or something like that. If they get the question right, then they don't get a pie in the face. If they get the question wrong, they do get a pie in the face. First person that gets pied twice is out, and the person who did not get out goes on to the winner's bracket. And you move on from the first round down to round 2 of just winners, then to the semifinals, then you go, the final 2 people will play in the finals. Let's keep reading our paragraph. Each individual class will also have the opportunity to set a high class goal. Now, 8th graders who achieve this goal will add their hand to the hand wall, but 6th grade and 7th grade, you guys have to pick something else. And you guys as a class, we'll talk about this. Some kids have wanted to do a movie and a popcorn party. Other kids have, had some more creative ideas. The 6th graders had some pretty funny ideas yesterday that I'll tell you about when I come back. And we can decide what we'd like to see as a celebration if we hit our very high goal. The last sentence says, the class that donates the most overall, so the winning class, will have their class picture framed and added to the choir wall of fame, which doesn't exist yet, but it will. So the wall of fame is something that I'll tell you more about when I come back, but I mostly just, I want to take a part of who we are here in this building. And when we go to our new building, I want to take part of this room with us. This room is a huge part of who we are, and I don't want to feel like we're something different at the high school. We are who we are, whether we're in these walls or those walls. So the Wall of Fame will have like pictures from this room, things that have been like outstanding memories, and the first class picture in the Wall of Fame at our new building will be the class who gave the most to this project. Flip your sheet to the back. Okay, there is a paragraph on the top of the back page that helps you when you're stuck with your words on how to tell someone about this project. Let's read it together. My choir program at Columbus Middle School is doing a service project to give back to our community and to provide clean water to others around the world. With the help of the Holiday Spirit Co-op, we will buy gifts and necessities for Columbus families in need at Christmas. With the money we raise above and beyond that, we will partner with Water Wells for Africa and pay for the drilling of a water well in an African village. I am reaching out to you, hoping that I may be able to earn some money from you to donate to our service project. Is there anything you need help with at this time? So you could read that to your grandparents when you call them to tell them about it, to get your donations. You could also go and use that like when you're talking to your neighbors and things like that. So however that paragraph helps you to make sure you explain it well, go ahead and use it. Let's read the 4 important reminders. Number 1, get passionate and stay passionate. Every penny counts. Number 2, any money raised that was promised to go to the service project must be turned in. Your integrity depends upon you doing what you know is right. Number 3, your money folder is precious. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. There are a lot of people in the building carrying this folder, and some people are going to figure out real fast that lots of choir kids are carrying money. You need to be smart about what you put in that folder, and when you bring it to school, if there's money in it, I would strongly advise that you either lock it in your locker, and if you don't trust that that's a safe place, bring it to the choir room and turn it in. We'll give you another money collection form so you can keep earning money, but at least your money will be in a safe place locked away in the choir room. Number 4, checks should be written to Celeste Ditter, not CMS. Do you got that? Do you understand why? Great. Let's look at the extreme goals. So I showed you what the math would look like if every class raised $22 a person. And this is the goal I'm asking you, that if you want to do like some crazy, outstanding, awesome celebration for just your class, here's what you have to raise. So you are the 7th grade B-Day. So you must raise $22 a person, which is $1,210 to do your class reward. Again, I don't know what your class reward will be, but we'll vote on one and it'll be awesome. Look at the next sentence. It's called possibilities. So you know how people say, I've said it in the past, and it's true. I've always said if you guys raise $10,000, that I'll get a tattoo. Well, I gotta stick to my word. If this is the year, which the kids are, 8th graders are chanting in my ear, the year of the tattoo, the year of the tattoo. I'm like, back off, show me the money, right? So anyway, that's still out there. That's still there. So I want you to understand how possible it is to raise 10 grand. Look at the bold sentence. This is possible if each kid raises just $37. That's like 2 nights of babysitting, or raking 2 or 3 yards, or, I don't know how you could raise that money, but it's possible. It's so possible. It's so possible. That's asking 37 people for a $1 donation. That's so possible. It is so possible. So I want you to just understand that there is no limit to the amount of money we can raise. And all of us together, we will make a big difference. And it's going to be incredible. Please take a look at the money collection form. Take a minute and put your first and last name in the student blank. You are grade 7, class 1B. I'll fill it out with you. Good? Okay. So one column is called patron name. That's for the name of the person who gives the money. The next column says how it was earned or donation. So if you did a job, write the job there. If it was just given to you, write the word donation. Next column is for the dollar amount they promised. The check stands for when you're sure they've paid you and you put the money in your folder, then fill in the check mark. And the date today is November 16th. So you would write November 16th if you earned the money today. If you earn the money tomorrow, write that date. So you have plenty of lines here to raise lots of donations and do lots of jobs before you turn in this form. But you don't have to fill in the whole form in order to turn it in. You can fill in as much as you want, and then when you're ready or you feel it's important to turn it in, then absolutely, by all means, come to class and turn it in. When you do turn it in, you need to make sure at the bottom where it says collection form total, you should total up all the money you have written down here, make sure the total is accurate, and then double check that that money is the same amount that you're turning in that's in your folder. Then myself or Miss Owens or Mr. Wrinkle will take the packet, we'll count the money, we'll check the amount on this, and if it matches, we're all good, and you turn it in. After you turn it all in, we'll ask you, do you want another money collection form? And if you want to keep raising money, say yes, and we'll give you another one. And you can go off with your folder and your money collection form and keep raising. But if you're done doing your service project, you just say no thank you, and you don't need to take another form with you. So that's the basics of this. What you guys need to really understand is you need to get passionate. You need to stay passionate. The students on the last day of the service project, they always get crazy jacked up. Everybody wants to win. We're all running around here like crazy, begging people for money. And I wish we were doing that every single day. Like every day of this whole 3-week service project was just as important as the last day. I know when kids finally get that every day has to be a passionate day for your service project, that's when we're going to hit 10 grand and maybe even go above. So I would start making a plan. On the back of your collection form, it's not a bad idea to make a list of the people that you would call. Like, I know I would get this out and I would write down my grandparents. I would write down all my aunts and uncles, especially the really giving ones. I would talk to my friends' parents from church. I would talk to people in the community, my husband's work, so maybe your parents' work. They know some people. I would go talk to my elementary teachers. I would talk to my middle school teachers. I would go to any connection possible. If I call them or I go to their office and I read them that paragraph and they say, no, thank you, I'm not going to let that bring me down. I'm going to say, thank you for considering, have an awesome day, and then I'm going to go ask someone else. And I'm going to get passionate. I'm going to stay passionate. I'm not going to let somebody who tells me no bring me down. So I want to encourage you with that. I firmly believe that this could be the year a 7th grade class wins. Because you guys are nuts. You are seriously nuts. But you are nuts about good things. And I want to encourage you that when you start this service project, give it all you got. Give it all you got. And I know you're going to make a huge difference. If you have questions, I want you to raise your hand, or I'm going to shut this video off, and Miss Owens is going to answer your questions to the best of her ability. Please keep things focused because, we don't want to get too far carried away with things we can't decide today. So if you have focused, purposeful questions, you can ask them of Miss Owens today. If not, you can always, email me, my school. I have access to my school email all week while I'm gone. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you have everything you need to go and raise a ton of money and make a huge difference. I can't wait to see what you do. I'll see you next week. Bye.